Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely amazing. And my morning started over here at home at my incubator with something awesome. And that's the first little babies of the year hatch. Look at this cute little monkey right here, just in the egg. I mean, that is amazing. And then we have a little nose sticking out right here. And of course, these are little Stimson's pythons. And I've talked about the pygmy Australian pythons, which are in the genus Antaracea. They're spotted pythons, they're children's pythons. There are, of course, Stimson's pythons, and there's even anthill pythons parthensis. So these guys are the Stimsons, which I absolutely love. Last year was the first year we produced Stimson's pythons, and these are incredible. When I've spent time in Australia, these were the animals I loved. I mean, I was so blown away. So it's so cool to not only hatch our first pythons of the year, but to have them little pygmy Stimson's pythons. I mean, how cute is that? Now, these guys literally hatch in like 50, 52 days, so they hatch a lot quicker than ball pythons, which, by the way, I think we've got 3 days till we cut our first ball python clutch. I'll put a card right here of last year's egg cutting video if you guys don't mind. But literally, these guys are just so absolutely incredible. I mean, look at how cool. And again, a little python, they only get like 3.5 foot, something on that line, so they don't get large at all, and they are just absolutely stunning. These guys typically will go on to food here in about 7 to 10 days. We'll give them 2, 3, 4 meals before they go on the BHB website, but wow, those babies are cool. I mean, that's it, guys. The python season has officially started. We have some baby pythons hatched out, and again, we're just a few days away from baby ball pythons too, and we're still getting eggs. That's what's absolutely incredible. So that is super, super cool. So that is the way my day started. Lori, where are you at? Guess what?
Target neutralized! Fall back! Grenade!
Listen, okay. I was just showing you because I got the red balls in it, which, by the way, it says Python, and it's pretty cool. This is for Matilda's training. So I'll get a stick, we'll put a stick on it, and then can we start training this week?
Yeah, you can.
No, I want you to start. It's your girl. I want you to train her. Okay?
Yeah, I'll work that into my schedule.
Yes. It'll be exciting. We'll have fun. It'll be a family thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you. Kind of bad news, guys. I was bummed out to look, but you know our little science project, see-through egg, you can tell it certainly does not look good, right? I mean, it doesn't look like the others. So this egg definitely went bad. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to watch this egg develop. But on a good note, you can really see a little baby snake in this egg right here, and that egg still looks absolutely amazing. So I think we're still going to be able to see the majority of an egg develop in this spotted python clutch right here. So that is pretty awesome. It's cool. We actually had spotted pythons hatch today, and now we get to see them develop in the egg. I mean, that is cool. Unfortunately, our science project egg may have perished, but the good news is we have a secondary backup that is still going to be super dope. So I'll continue to kind of update you on this thing. It is looking so cool to be able to see that snake in the egg like that. And you can even see the snake inside the egg move around. It kind of reminds me of that movie Alien or something like that. That is bizarre. I have never seen anything like this in all of my years. That is crazy. And it's python egg collecting time. You're gonna hear a lot of that over the next month or so for sure. Of course, this is a beautiful little pinstripe ball python. Really interesting kind of color to it. And one of the reasons is it's actually het for VPI and snow, and it's bred to a double het VPI snow. So we could produce some axanthic pinstripes, some snow pinstripes, some albino pinstripes, all kinds of different stuff. And ironically enough, we actually produced the very first axanthic pinstripe many years ago. So it's kind of a project that's near and dear. And Mama was just a sweetheart. I mean, she's so nice. And look at that big old pile of eggs right there. Wow, I tell you what, that is piled high. That you aren't gonna see a clutch higher piled than that. What was she thinking? She's building a little castle to the heavens, I think, with these eggs. I tell you what, that's funny as heck. But they really were laid just in the last little bit because I can tell how pliable they are. They haven't even really hardened that much. So getting them apart is super easy. I'm just gonna peel these things off just so that they're in the egg box as good as they possibly can be and settle in and stuff like that. Because you don't want the top of the eggs to be touching the bottom of the box, because of course that's where condensation kind of builds up, and then you're going to get wet eggs. You could potentially have drowning and so on like that. Regardless, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 beautiful eggs. Good job, Mama. You did so good. This next clutch was a pretty small pinstripe ball python, but it's bred to a black pewter cypress, and oh gosh, look at, she's got eggs all over the place. Mama, what are you doing? I'll show you the male it was bred to in a second, but right now I'm going to go ahead and get these eggs, and obviously we're going to have to candle them because she didn't even coil them. And every now and then you see that with ball pythons. They'll just lay a clutch and just kind of coil 1 or 2 eggs, and the rest of the eggs are just kind of all over the place. Obviously, if I wasn't able to get these eggs out of here, there's a very good chance these eggs wouldn't hatch. So I'm really not sure why they would do that, because in the wild, this clutch would have a very small chance of actually hatching. But she had 2, 4, 5 beautiful eggs, and for a little tiny girl like you, Mama, you did really well. Again, beautiful snake. We'll get her all cleaned up and ready to go, and I will show you what that male that she was bred to looks like. Here's the daddy here. Again, this is a black pewter cypress ball python. The black pewter is actually a pastel and a black pastel, and then the cypress just really cleans things up, makes them really bright. With some animals like Mojave, it creates a really cool dorsal striping, so this should be a pretty cool clutch, being that there's pastel, there's black pastel, there's cypress, and there's pinstripe. I know my guy Al Machino is excited as I am about having people back at the Reptarium. Like I've been mentioning, we are opening up, and we are so excited about it. But unfortunately, Michigan rules says that we can only have 10 people. So we're selling time slots, okay? 4 to 5, 5 to 6. I've mentioned it before. We are sold out the first weekend. I think there might be 1 ticket left. So thank you guys for overwhelming response for this. It's going to be so amazing. And again, because there's only 10 people, you're going to get a lot of personalized attention for sure, because 10 people in the entire Reptarium. But unfortunately, it is for only an hour. We're selling the time slots for all of June, every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then hopefully by July we'll have more people. I think that by the middle of June we may be able to go from 10 to 25. Just waiting on the governor. We'll see what happens. We'll add those time slots as needed and so on like that. But you can go to thereptarium.com. You can book that. We're also starting to book private tours, birthday parties, events that are under 10 people as well. So you can reach out to us at any point. We're starting to get there, guys. We're starting to get there. I'm pretty excited about it. Toothless, of course, is an amazing animal, and now that we're about to open up, we're kind of making some of the changes that we've been thinking about doing for a while now. One of the things is we're actually going to take Toothless here, and we're going to move him next to Elvis, where Ivy's cage used to be, because Ivy's cage has been empty. Of course, we've been closed, so it's been no big deal. Where are you going, monkey? Now trying to get him. Where? Oh, okay. I got to go on the floor and see if he'll climb off. Climb off, buddy. Climb off. There you go. There you go. There you go, Toothless. So now that we're opening, we want to fill up the cages. So we think we're going to, in the next day or two, move Toothless into Ivy's old cage. Look at all of the terracing and the places he can go. He's going to absolutely love it. And then as he's getting bigger, we can do the same thing that we do with Elvis, where we just let him crawl out on his own, right? So we don't have to actually take him out. We can just open the door. He can climb out and hang out with us, because he is getting so much bigger. What an absolutely wonderful animal. I love him to death. So that's going to be something that's going to happen in the next day or two before we open. Been working on a training thing with Ivy, just because I think it's interesting to see how she is. And it's basically, let's just see if it works. I'll go like this and I'll just tap. And she turns. See, as soon as I start tapping, she wants to know what's going on. And oftentimes, if I tap long enough and sit here long enough, she'll actually crawl right up to me. It does take a little bit of time, but I think that we'll continue to do this over and over. You can see she's just going to kind of come over. Hey, girl, what's going on? And it's not a food aggression thing, because she literally will climb right up to my hand and stuff like that. So, good girl. And I'm trying to do this every day just to kind of show her a little bit of interaction. And again, you know what's weird? She spent weeks and weeks and weeks in the water. Now she's on her week 2 of on land. Go figure. What is this animal about? I don't even know. But I think it is pretty amazing that she responds to the tapping part and realizes it's me. And then maybe I'll just touch her really quick, just so that we have this interaction, so she knows it's me. And I'll keep working on this, and hopefully I can get to a point at some point where I can tap. She'll come right over a little bit quicker. It'd be pretty cool. And guess what time it is, guys? That's right, colubrid egg time. This is actually a het scaleless corn, and it's actually bred to this beautiful male right here, which is actually a hypo motley scaleless corn snake, an absolute ripper right there. So let's hope for some good eggs. Let's go ahead and pull this out, and we'll see what Mama has going on. It looks like an absolutely gorgeous clutch of eggs. Again, she is just a normal corn snake that is het for scaleless, of course bred to that beautiful motley scaleless. Oh my gosh, that's going to be some beautiful babies. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 Good eggs, no slugs. That is a good clutch and a great way to start colubrid egg collecting. And you know what's pretty amazing, guys? This clutch right here, which is a het Nelson's milk snake, just a beautiful Nelson's milk snake that is het for albino, bred just to an albino, is the 100th colubrid clutch of the year. That's right, we finally hit the century mark of colubrid eggs. Of course, we've got plenty more to go, and it's a beautiful clutch. Good way to get that 100 mark for sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 beautiful eggs. Again, half of these on average will be albino, half of them will be het for albino, but we are up to 100 clutches, still have plenty more to go. And again, we're gonna do 160, 170 ball python clutches alone. So again, just a banger of a year, you know? It's been a lot of hard work. If you guys don't realize it, everyone here at the crew, Jessica, Lori, myself, Bruce, Andrew, everyone has been working so hard to produce these snakes this year. So it's nice when your hard work finally pays off. This cage, of course, dedicated to my buddy Forrest Fanning, will have a croc monitor that comes from Zoo Dreams and my friends Desiree, Steve down at Cold Blooded Cafe. Talked with Desiree the other day. She can't wait to get the croc monitor up here. So now that we're open again, we can start moving across state lines. Hopefully soon we can actually get that animal. It will be absolutely amazing. But just waiting for that thing. It's going to be incredible. But we do have a lot of work to kind of get back to it, like I had mentioned. One of the rooms that I have to really work on today is the snake massage room. I mean, there's only one snake in the entire place right now, but I want to finish this wall off right here just to get that done. Lori's going to have to come back, do a ton of seaming all over the place. Not sure we're going to get that done today, but definitely going to get a crack at least trying to finish out this rock wall for the snake massage room, get this place looking at least good, even though we can't do snake massages right now because obviously human touch and stuff like that. I want the place to look good, so I'll work on that a little bit today. More or less, I have this all finished up right now. Obviously, Lori has to go and blend everything together. Lori has a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. Out of everyone getting back to the punch list of getting this place ready and tip-top finish, Lori has the worst part of it because she has so much work. All these seams, everything you see here has to be gone over and siliconed and dusted and stuff like that. It's going to take her some time, but you know, it's not like we have to be done when we open this time, but definitely now that we're open again, it's we got to get back to getting this place done. Pretty cool to have the first pythons of the year hatching out. Of course, a couple days we cut the first ball python clutches, so it's heating up, guys. We've had eggs coming, now we're gonna have babies coming. It is incredible. If you want, you can actually hit this playlist right here and you can see a bunch of baby snakes that hatched last year and years before. You can also please show my podcast some love right up here. It's called Checking In. Could you please subscribe to that? And speaking of subscribing, you can subscribe to the vlog channel on this side. Please turn your post notifications on. Have a wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.